we're going to try for a family of our own.
Oh, that's really nice.
Look, the point is I'd be able to look after Elizabeth for you when you're at work.
You've already proved you can do it by yourself, Chris.
Yeah, I showed him, didn't I? I'm picking her up in an hour, you know.
Well, the room's yours if you want it.
I was a bit upset last night. I said a lot of things I shouldn't have.
No. You was right, Brenda, honestly. I mean, you and Derek, you should be on your own.
Oh, rubbish. We only fight when we're left alone, don't we, Brent?
Yeah.
Look, it'll work out really well. Brenda can look after Elizabeth, and then later, you can look after our baby. I've already started on the room, and it's going to be great. And there's a little storeroom that'll make a fantastic nursery. What do you say?
Oh, I suppose it'd be better than living here on me, Todd.
Then you will.
Look, I'm a real bugger to live with. But I guess we'll give it a go, eh?
I thought this was going to be a private meeting.
Mrs. Powell is here representing the Officers' Union, Mr. Douglas, the department. I would like to know what the women's demands are.
Well, why ask me?
Well, you're the spokeswoman for them, aren't you?
No, I am not. Bea Smith is the spokeswoman, and look what happened to her.
I promise you no action will be taken against you.
Promises, what good are they? That's what we're all on about.
Well, if you won't take my word for it, why did you insist on speaking only to me?
Look, I'm only giving you my opinion. I know a lot of the women agree with me, but I am not the spokeswoman.
All right, that is understood.
Good. Now, we would like things back as they were before. We want no more hassling from those officers in return for no more accidents to the machine. That's only a vicious circle. And we want Bea Smith back. It's not fair that she should be shanghaied for just saying what we all feel.
I won't have prisoners dictating to the department.
Judy, your views are very close to my own. If I am returned as governor...
If you're returned as governor, are you governor or not?
Mr. Douglas?
If you tricked me out of my cell, you're going to have Buckley's chance of getting the other women out of theirs.
All right. But I won't have Smith back here.
Mrs. Powell, do you have anything to say?
Not at the moment, Mrs. Davidson.
Good. Now that I am returned as governor of this prison, I shall make a bargain with you. If you get the women to behave responsibly, then I shall work towards restoring the privileges we introduced before.
And what about Bea?
She will remain at Barnhurst for the time being. I shall review that situation later. Agreed?
Yeah, I guess so, thanks.
Well, that's the legalities over. She's just gone to get her. I'm really pleased you two seem to have settled your differences.
So am I. I don't blame her for going crook on me, but I'm glad that's all in the past now.
That'll mean a great deal to Chrissy's future, to have a stable home life.
It'll be good for us to have a baby running around, keep us on our toes, get us ready for our own, eh, Bryn?
Well, there's no need for night feeds anymore, of course, but there will be a lot of extra work.
Oh, that's all right. I don't mind.
Hey, here they are.
You don't seem too happy about something.
Me? Oh, no, I'm fine.
You don't mind having Chrissy at your place?
Of course not. She's the only family that Derek's got. And we're in a position to help her, so it would be wrong not to, wouldn't it?
Hey, go and see your Auntie Bryn. Hey, look, Bryn. Isn't she an absolute darling?
You're gorgeous.
I don't know, it's funny, isn't it, the way things work out? I mean, after all the carry-on and everything.
Well, I never doubted it.
I want to thank you, Mrs. Morris. If you hadn't told me to go and see Derek, well, it would have been really tough, you know, trying to keep that flat on and everything.
Well, you just keep out of trouble. That's all the thanks I need.
I will.
Okay then, Chris.
Yeah. Come on, Elizabeth. There. Thanks again. Ta-da.
Goodbye.
Thanks a lot, Mrs. Morris.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, girls, you can come out now.
Is everything all right, Drew?
Yeah, honey, more or less.
All right, now straight to the recreation room. And no talking.
How'd it go, Drew?
I said no talking, Birdsworth.
Come on, let's get out of here. He's in a terrible mood.
All right, there shouldn't be any more trouble. The others are being let out now. I'll get Mrs. O'Regan to organise a dinner.
Yeah, right, Jim.
Well, we had to compromise. But Mrs. Davidson is back as the governor, and she has promised to get our privileges back for us.
But what about me?
No, I'm afraid that Douglas is determined she will stay where she is.
Oh, bastard.
No, it might be all right. Davidson did say she'd try and get her back for us.
But if Douglas has said no, she can't do anything because he's the boss, isn't he?
I wouldn't be too sure of that. I mean, Mrs. Davidson is pretty determined. And, I think with a little gentle persuasion from us, we might have Bea back here in no time at all.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing